Welcome on into game 3 of this best of 3 series. We're only doing the last game, but the winner of this will, the loser of this will be knocked out and be forced to play tomorrow. The winner of this will continue on with the tournament. So, green team in this game is going to be running Ohio, Conqueror, Des Moines, Venezia, Moskva, Petropavlovsk, Daring, and double Ragnar. Remember, there's a limit of 2 Ragnars or 3 combined Ragnar, Kleber, Marceau. Red team, you have?
So, Mob are bringing in Montana, Kremlin, Des Moines, Venezia, Moskva, Petropavlovsk, Girin, Shimikaze, and Ragnar.
Wonderful. So, storied waters. I love these storied waters. Also, a couple of Venezias. I wasn't really expecting to see much of Venezia in this tournament, but like it's kind of
immediately we can see. Immediately we can see the Des Moines for Mob has gotten the worst possible spawn it could have asked for, as it does the 90-degree turn and the run of hope towards CCAP.
Yeah, but he's probably cheating. So.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah, his cheats didn't work very well if he got the worst spawn possible. Just put it out. All right,
that was the trade-off. That was clearly the trade-off.
Ah, yes.
So it looks like the Venezia Mobs, Venezia, Moskva, and Girin are going for A-cap. Ragnar is going to contest B. The unknown player that is cuts 14, backup 16. We have the Shimikaze, Des Moines, and Petro going for C-cap.
Indeed. And then over on the green team, we have a Ragnar diving down the side of A B early. Might be trying to get a bit of radar spotting on something. That's a very risky play to make. We have Daring and Moskva heading over the A-cap. They're going to be backed up by Ohio and Des Moines. When they get there, then over to the C-cap, we're going to be sending the Ragnar, Petropavlovsk, Venezia, and a Conqueror is going to be in position behind them. So Ragnar and Ragnar violence may be the order of the operation, the order of the day here at the B-cap. Let's see how brave they're both feeling. And let's see how
it looks like Mob are going to put a Kremlin in the middle and a Montana to A. The battleships didn't really move at the start, so I wasn't really sure. It looks like they're going to be really heavy on the AB side.
Yeah, that's pretty standard these days. Conqueror is the only thing that's going to be right. So this Ragnar and Ragnar. Let's just quickly get into this. They both
out from Sledgehammer in the Montana towards Turbo's Moskva.
Oh, Moskva got spotted by the Ragnar early. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see how these shells going to land.
Moskva has turned all the way out. It knows the danger coming its way.
Yeah, he gets away with it.
Is unscathed, yep.
All right, Ragnar and Ragnar violence has erupted. There's some also cross-shotting back and forth, like Montana on Ohio violence. We have some Kremlin salvos in. We have the Ragnar salvos both ways.
The green Ragnar has taken a bit of damage here.
Yeah.
The red Ragnar is untouched, and the Girin has laid down a smoke screen. And we can see here the smoke screen to prevent exactly what we've seen happening in the path in the last series.
Yeah, this is a very interesting smoke position. Usually, I'd expect to see that reserved for a Des Moines push up with one line, but they've decided we don't want to bring anything on one line. It's really weird not seeing people hard focused on the one line. I expect Revenge UK and the green Des Moines is going to be pushing down there eventually, but he doesn't have the smoke screen coverage, so he at least runs the guns of the Montana and potentially Kremlin as well.
Yeah, and over on the C-cap, we see the Shimikaze laying down a smoke for probably cheating Des Moines. They're going to... The torps are already out from the Shimma. The Ragnar of Admiral Ted has sort of parked next to the cap and is probably waiting for the Shimma to touch it. So we'll see how that develops.
So the Shimma did manage to accidentally clip the island and only got 2 torpedoes from the second set out. And these might actually matter. Nah, he's fine. Ragnar's going to dodge all these torpedoes. Radar comes out. Will be picking up the Shimma just on the outskirts. Actually, is that last torpedo set going to catch? No, I think he's dodged them.
Shimikaze takes a little bit of damage.
Oh, the Petro's going forward into these torpedoes. That could actually be painful. Draco! Oh no, you might be in trouble, sir. 1 Shimikaze torpedo from the first set, but there's more coming, and I think he might take one of them. He's already popped his damage control, so if he catches another one here, damage control's already ended.
The flood's up. Sorry, the heel's up, not the flood. But
yeah, he's permaflooding now though. That's a lot of damage, and he's dark.
And shots coming in from both battleships. Kremlin and Montana have both fired on a Petro.
But it's a Petro. He's also decided to shoot. No, he's dead.
He goes down.
Yeah, well,
the Montana gets it.
Petro came 44 forward.
Yeah, that's a really costly early loss here.
Did he have Hydro?
Shimikaze is now contesting. It's a good question. I don't think we got time to really look.
Well, we saw that he didn't have Hydra running, so I'm confused what happened there. Also, it's a Ragnar, not Daring, but yeah. I don't think he could have used his Hydro. His Hydro wouldn't have expired that quickly. I think he just either didn't bring it because he accidentally brought defensive AA because press account ships, or he just forgot to use it. I don't think it expires that fast.
Yeah. The Green Conqueror is firing on the Ragnar MB. To little effect. Conqueror Dispersion doing its thing, and a bit of Ragnar speed juking involved.
The money on the
So
10 lane's making the run, by the way. He's going to have a Kremlin salvo in him shortly. No, actually, Kremlin doesn't have shots. Montana might have salvo, though.
yeah, it's important to note the only cap being taken so far successfully is by Mob at C, so they do have a cap advantage. And the Moskva's radar at A is pushing tit for tat's daring out.
Yeah,
But
but
the
now...
Moskva is broadside to Revenge UK's Des Moines, and he's just taken half his health.
Ah, yes. And there's more of his health. And...
Yes. The third volley, not quite aimed right, but that Moskva's in trouble.
Oh yeah, now he can't stop very well. He's pushing into the Conqueror.
Conqueror is not looking, though.
Yeah.
That is costing that Moskva's out of position and out of a lot of health pool. It did not need to lose that.
Yeah, Revenge UK's Des Moines now pushing up the island. Will be popping his radar. Will be catching the gearing. Not sure if anything really wants to open up. Ohio Salvo comes out, but I think he's aiming at the Venezia. He's just not interested in shooting the gearing.
Pure limit Shimakaze at sea. He's lost a good bit of health, probably from the Ragnar radar, but he might catch a Ragnar of a top. Note that he's safe from that. They hold control of a sea, but the Shima is hurting.
I'm just watching. I'm mostly focused on ACAP. I'm not sure what happened to Tudor Dragon, but he seems to have lost like all of his health, which is the Moscow north of the ACAP, the green one.
Yeah, that's interesting. Smashbones is Kremlin in the middle there from the red team. It's suffered a lot of HE spam by the looks of it, but it can heal back a lot. And it's a Kremlin, so it probably doesn't care that much.
Probably just
Meanwhile, the green Ragnar in the middle is down a lot of health and is fighting the Moskva.
I mean,
and the yellow Ragnar.
I'd probably take that. I'd take that fight. What do you mean I'm 3-on-1? I'm a Ragnar. I'll take all of you on. He's got his speed booster and he should be able to juke most of the shells. It is a Moskva though. It does have railguns. It is quite painful to deal with.
Yes, yeah. The Petro on the 10 line, the red Petro on the 10 line, is trying to now escape on the border as it gets farmed by Venezia Ragnar.
I mean, you say farmed, it's a Petro. Petros don't get farmed. They just exist. Oh, is he caught? No, he's Sternin, okay. But he's lost all of his engine power. Conqueror Salvo coming in has kind of overled because he expected it to be going faster.
He expected it to be going. It just in general. Pure Limit Shimakaze is getting brave though. Going right up there, presumably to torp the Conqueror.
Bold choice.
Oh, Dalamar's gearing just eats 2 Darien torps and vanishes.
That was an A?
That was a cap, yep.
Oh. I turned around to look at the one line. I looked at the 10 line and then there's just a dead Darren all of a sudden. Like, wonderful.
Yeah, I just looked over and I just seen 2 little diamonds heading towards a red ship, and I had enough time to realize what was happening before it actually happened.
Masquerader comes out. We'll be picking up everything green again, including the Daring, who is, dodging those return torpedoes. It's like, I saw what I did to you. I don't want to take the same mistake.
Yeah, the red Petro on the 10 line is about to get a heal here. Down
he's
to
dark.
10k, but went undetected and is healing.
Yeah, he's fine. He's also got a Shimmer screening for him, and the Ragnar can't really push in without having to risk the Des Moines of probably cheating.
The red Kremlin
is advancing, yes.
Yes.
He's boldly going where no Kremlin has gone before. There's a Kremlin in the middle of the B.
And it looks like it wants the Moskva.
Yeah, he wants blood. However, he's going to have to push. He's going to get farmed by the Conqueror on his way up here. I mean, I think the Conqueror gets a couple. The Conqueror is not going to lose shots on him. So, this Kremlin needs to do something about this Moskva. There's also the Daring that might be a problem for him.
Yeah, the Darian's already got 1 kill to it. And they did take ACAP as well, successfully. And Revenge's Des Moines got onto that island on the 1 line. They have, full control over the ACAP. And they are repositioning after as a result of that.
Yeah, they can rotate off now. The only thing if they want to get rid of the Des Moines, they can use the Venezia, but that's you start to risk the turn. You can torpedo rush it, but Kremlin Salvo coming towards Des Moines.
The Petro on the 10 line is suffering here. It's down to 7k.
Oh, he's spotted again. Also, that salvo from the Kremlin and the Des Moines did absolutely nothing. Petro's dart again. He should be fine. He doesn't have a Damacon ready, so if these shells catch him and sets him on fire, he might be in trouble. No, he shot. He decided to shoot at the Conqueror. Not sure I recommend
Well,
that
the Conqueror
personally.
shot straight back, and Venezia shots her out.
Mr. Petro, are you okay?
Hoshi might go down. Of course it doesn't.
It's a Petro. Of course it's not going to go down.
The
But he's
Kremlin
still
is going
shooting.
down. No, the Kremlin is gone.
Yeah, the Kremlin ate some daring torps over there.
Yes, yeah. I think Darien Torps had their say, but the Moskva's also going to go. Oh, Moskva's hit the heel. Can it out heal? No.
No, it can't. No, you can't. All right, so Petro's got away. He's dark. He needs to stop.
Shima is spotted and beaching? Question mark in front of a Venezia. Oh dear. So that was predictable. That was a predictable outcome from that. Very close, very close to getting around the island, but
He's fine.
didn't quite cut it right. So
He's fine.
the outcome was predictable after the beach.
Yep. All right, so let's quickly take restock of the situation. A cap firmly in control of the green team for now, but the Venezia are advancing rapidly. B and C cap, B cap is still technically held, but they've advanced that Kremlin, lost the Kremlin, so that's going to be forced out.
Yeah.
Des Moines and Petro can't really hold C cap without anything spotting for them, so they're having to kite away, and that's going to be retaken by the green team. That's going to put the green team very firmly in the lead for now.
Yeah, they're a ship ahead, and they're going to have a cap advantage. It's a difficult position for red team.
Red team being mob. SFSO being the green team. It's fine. Look, I'm going to forget as well. I can alt tab and look at the scoreboard. That's fine. That's all. That's what I've got. Imagine if we had like clan tags. No, we can't have that.
Yeah.
Tots back up 16 in the Ragstar.
It's down on the J line.
Yeah.
J10. The order of the day.
No, he can just stay there. He's fine. Like he's floating points right now. He just needs to like stay dark for the rest of the game and not get spotted. Maybe come back in the last couple of minutes of the game. But he's out of the battle for now. I was much more interested in this Venezia.
The Venezia pushing towards A cap. If I'm at Des Moines, I fancy myself beating that Venezia in a 1v1.
I mean, you fancy yourself anyway, but still.
Yeah, well, that's the truth. But looking over, you see the Conqueror's on 20,000 health, and has just decided that it wants to be back up on 70,000 health. So it's pressed the button.
The magic fuck you button. I want a new ship now.
It is one of the most demoralizing things I have ever seen. When you see a Kremlin on 10,000 health in a competitive match, and you think we've got the kill, we're gonna kill it. The shots are, and then by the time the battleship shots land, it's on 30,000 health, and it's still going up. Even the shells hit it and do damage, but the number doesn't go down; it just keeps going up.
So, all right, like Revenge is going for it. So, Revenge is going to go around the back. He's going to have the broadside of the Venezia. Venezia is going to be forced forward, and then he has an Ohio in the way. But the Ohio's already shot.
The Venezia can't.
Oof! Never mind.
I don't think the Venezia has given itself the room it needs.
No, I don't think it has either. I think he's about to get Des Moines up the arse.
And he's reversing, so...
He's very getting Des Moines up the arse. Revenge UK should have a clean shot at the Citadel. Oof.
Yeah. And that's the end of that. And B is currently being flipped. And the Montana has decided to not copy the Kremlin.
No. Turns out we don't want to end.
Yeah. But I don't see a way back here from Mob. They've lost map control entirely. That Des Moines just needs to take a gentle stroll forward now from A cap and walk up behind that Moskva and remove it. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no fixing that.
Well, probably cheating and the Petropavlovs could both turn around the red ones, so they might be able to get on the back end of the Venezia, and then there's only really a Conqueror holding them back.
Yeah, it looks like the plan is kill the Conqueror while its heal's on cooldown, but its heal is no longer on cooldown.
Yeah, no, it's a Conqueror. It's currently healing.
It is exactly what I described. To get the Conqueror down to 10,000 health, you think you've got a kill, and then you don't.
I mean, the salvos are still coming in. They can probably out. Well, never mind.
I think the Conqueror's got enough angle, and it's going to be up to like 50,000 health by the
No, it's got 1 second left on the heal. This is it. That's the end of that heal. It's got another heal in the bank, but it needs 80 seconds to get there.
Again,
Des Moines salvo into Venezia, and the smoke screen could be of chunk. There's another Montano salvo coming in as well. Can't really tell what angle this Venezia's at. Let's have a quick zoom in. Oh, that's broadside. Oh,
takes the hits.
Yeah,
but it does live.
For now,
the Petro of Hoshi, if it pushes any further forward, is under the guns of that Conqueror, and I know who I bet on in the fight between a 30,000 health Conqueror and a 10,000 health Petro.
Ragnar might have just got himself face first stuck in front of an Ohio, by the way.
It's bold.
Venezia, another salvo coming in from the Montana. This might be it for him. This might be the end of it. Can those shells get past, or is he too fast? He's too fast. He's just getting away. Or he's still got a Des Moines
The
chasing
Conqueror
him.
is still undetected. Darien and Venezia have opened up in the Petro just to make certain.
There goes Ragnar.
And Cots 14 backup goes down.
Yeah, it turns out when you run out face first in front of an Ohio, it kind of fucking hurts. However, the Ragnar's decided he wants to gunboat the Moscow out of Srika. I'm not sure if I appreciate this play. Like, it's still a Moscow. You're on 5k health in a Ragnar. Just go dark. Lick your wounds and fuck off. Like, you've got no heals left. You don't want to be taking this fight.
Yeah. Whereas a Darien that has 3 heals left, taking on a 5,000 health Petro is entirely reasonable.
Yeah, for now. Especially when he's trying to keep that Venezia alive. Like, Venezia doesn't have a smoke ready for 2 minutes, so they might be able to take him down, but they're going to lose the Petro for it. At which point, it's onto this Des Moines. What
Conqueror
he can
is
do.
spotted. The moment the Conqueror becomes spotted, it fires.
Yeah, well, they came in.
That's it.
So who won? Team Alpha. SFSO will be advancing to the next stage. Mob will be knocked down in tomorrow, and we are going to go find out what our actual game is supposed to be. Yes. Right, hang on. Let me just... Buttons and stuff. Right. We have buttons. King of the Sea. Set winner. SFSO. Apply. Stream helper. Winner. I mean, OBS. Winner. Congratulations, SFSO. They are moving into the next round. Mob moving down into the loser's bracket where they will play tomorrow. And our next game is right. So, Jurak, do you want to run down what you thought about that game and like other things while I like go collate everything for the next game?
Yeah, but it looks like we're in Group 15. Go by memory. So that match was it was sort of what you'd expect from a team that, again, there's one experienced team, there's one relatively new to competitive team. Although Mob gave a good showing of it, but they made a few crucial mistakes, and it just cost them. It cost them in the long run. And SFSO held their ground. They gave up a lot of ground at the start, but they were apparently very confident and justifiably so that they would win the trades and eventually get control of the map. And that's all it was. It was a waiting game and making those trades. That's a very normal strat for me to see for NA cups is the sort of slow game where teams just try to trade health and don't even really think too much about the caps.
Yeah, but any are allergic to being bowing.
Look, it's fun flying kites or something. I did quite enjoy. I am always inherently biased to see destroyers eating torps. I find it very enjoyable, especially when a Darien does it. When a Darien manages to stop another destroyer, that just makes me happy. I don't know why. I do know why. It's a Darien. I like Darien, and having 10-kilometer torps are not fast and not really that high damage. It's extremely satisfying when they do something.
Right, I'm gonna quickly go on to the COTS website and figure out who. Alright, so our next game is Rain versus somebody, right?